Baba says, sweet children, there is bondage in relationships with bodies. Therefore, there is sorrow. So what is the reason of sorrow? Is bondage. Stay in relationships with souls and you will receive limitless happiness and remain in remembrance of Divine Mother and Father. It's a very simple but very deep point, very important point, that we all have the experience of relationships, but for half a cycle, we've been in relationships with the bodies. And by the time we reach iron age, it's such a deep body consciousness that it becomes a bondage, because souls are also empty. When souls still have the power inside, they don't create bondage for each other. When they create bondage, when they have more demands and expectations, because the soul is empty inside, so it will demand from the other soul to receive happiness, to receive love, to receive appreciation, all those things I want from other person. So it gives the feeling of bondage to the other person and actually creates bondage. And meanwhile, also we create bondage for ourselves. So Baba is saying, simply Baba is telling the formula that when you shift from body consciousness, bodily relationships to the soul connections, then you become bondage free, then you can experience happiness. Baba is not saying that you give up on your relationships, just shift the consciousness. They are all souls, they are also Baba's children. I am also a soul. In that there is no gender consciousness, male or female, big or small, or anything else. And no expectations. Main thing is. So then Baba says, you will receive limitless happiness and remain in remembrance of the one Mother and Father. So then you can remain in remembrance constantly. Otherwise, your bondages are always pulling you back. And that is our remembrance. Question: which intoxication should you maintain so that you have the courage to conquer Maya? Which intoxication should you maintain so that you have the courage to conquer Maya? Answer: have the intoxication that you have stayed in remembrance of the Father every cycle. Have this intoxication, and that you became victorious over Maya, Maya Jit, your enemy, and that you became like a diamond. So this intoxication I should have, I must have. Then only Baba says, you have the courage to conquer Maya. God himself is your mother and father. By having this awareness and intoxication, you will receive courage. God himself becomes my mother and father. What else do you need? By having this awareness and intoxication, you will receive courage. The children who have courage definitely become victorious, and they remain constantly engaged in doing godly service. So those who have the courage, this courage is a very different, subtle courage. Baba is talking about courage to be victorious over Maya, because Maya will come anyways. It will come in different forms. So if I have the courage, then I will not be scared of why Maya is coming, why always like this. I remember Baba, everyday studies, still Maya is coming to me. So I will have that courage to face it. I'm actually prepared, ever ready. I know that every time Maya will come in different form, in a new form. So Baba says, then you can remain constantly engaged in doing godly service. Otherwise, what happens when Maya comes and it attacks, we are not able to be victorious, then what happens? We become sad, mood off, then disheartened, then even give up on seva sometimes. because mood is not good. So these are the signs that Maya has attacked you and you were not able to be victorious. Maya will attack anyways, but I should be prepared. So it's like we are always on the battlefield. And in the battlefield, you can't be lazy. You can't be lazy. You can't be careless. Because suddenly it can attack you. Enemy can attack you from any corner, from any side, any direction, and in any way, with any new tools and weapons. So Maya will also come up with new tools every day. And sometimes it's very deceptive. You don't feel like that it is Maya, but it is. So I have to have very much that clarity of my thoughts, my intellect, so that I can judge from far. Baba says from a distance, you should be able to see this is Maya. You should be able to judge. So out of the 8 powers, we also have power of judgment. It's not about judging people. It's about judging myself. Maya means myself, my own weaknesses. That will come sometimes in a very royal form. So very, very subtle understanding is required of that. So today's Murli song is, the heart desires to call out to you. तुम्हारे बुलाने को जी चाहता है. So we listen to the Murli song and then go further. Om Shanti. The worshippers of the deities have been remembering the Paralaukic mother and father, and the devotees that the mother and father definitely has to come So Baba says, mother and father definitely has to come to give us the fruit of our devotion. Those poor people don't know who that mother and father is. They call out to him, and this surely proves that they definitely have a relationship with him. We all say mother and father, that means definitely have a relationship with him. One is a Laukic relationship and the other is Paralaukic relationship. There are many types of Laukic relationships. Paternal, maternal, uncles, etc. Chacha, mama, kaka, baba, all this is. They are Laukic bondages. This is why they call out to the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. You children know that there are no bondages in, where there are no bondages? in the golden age. You call out to the Father, we are now in bondage and wish to have a relationship with you. Song was like that. Tumhare bulane ko ji chahta hai. So when you come, we become bondage free. We want to have that relationship with you. We call out to the Father. Devotees remember that they are in many types of bondages. Why they can feel the bondage? Because once upon a time, the soul was bondage free. So that is the reason now they are able to feel the bondage, because there is a contrast and soul has got that memory inside that the world was always not like this. Devotees remember that they are in many types of bondages. Because of remembering bodies, they have many bondages. Now they don't know the root cause. They know that we are in bondage. You know, when you experience compulsion and when you experience that certain things I'm not willing to do, but I have to do, you know. So that is a bondage, that is feeling of bondage for the soul. In relationships also, there are many things. Actually, majority things we do for the sake of others, sometimes to please others, sometimes because, you know, because they want us to do that way, to be that way. So Baba says that then they remember. But why? What is the reason of bondage? This nobody understands until Baba comes and tells us. That is because of the relationships with the bodies, bodily beings. Devotees remember that they are in many types of bondage. Because of remembering bodies, they have many bondages. When in relationship with souls, you only remember the mother and father. You see, when you see everyone as a soul, I am soul conscious. So definitely I feel that everyone is a soul. So then which relation remains? We all are brothers and we have one mother and father. That's all. There is no complicated network of so many relationships. Chacha, mama, kaka, brother, sister, then cousins and all that. There is no such a huge complicated thing. So Baba says, in relationship with souls, you only remember the mother and father. There is a difference of day and night between remembering the Lokik and the Parlokik. These are physical bondages, whereas that is the spiritual relationship. You have physical relationships in the golden age because there are relationships of happiness there. Here, they are said to be bondages of sorrow. They wouldn't be called relationships here. Previously, you didn't know these things. You have now understood. You definitely used to call out, "Oh, mother and father, come." The father would definitely only give happiness to everyone. But no one knows that what the happiness is that the father gives. You now have a relationship with the Father and you receive constant happiness from Him. Happiness is called relationship and sorrow is called bondage. Therefore, you children call out to the mother and father to come and tell you such sweet things. Those people call out indirectly, whereas you call out directly. Now we know Baba, we recognize Baba, so we call out to him directly. Others are still confused in which form I should remember him, which form he will come. Sometimes people even say that he can come in any form. You know, sometimes in the path of devotion, they say that God will come when we are in sorrow, when he has to remove our sorrows because we are calling out. But you never know which form he will come. So, you know, they worship everything. They worship even the animals, not only in the temples, the deities, but even the cow, even the dog, even the crow. They will feed everybody. And also because God can come in any form, they feel like that. and even trees and plants and sun and moon and stars and everything, even the water and the fire, everything is being worshipped because they don't understand what is the true form of God and how he comes, when he comes. So that's why Baba says they call out indirectly and you call out directly. They also remember. In between, I just want to say one thing. This is Murli class. This is our most important study. Most important study. We are godly students. So we should sit with a notebook and pen. That is a way of sitting in the classroom. So always note down the points which touches you and something which you feel I need to make effort on. While listening, when you note down, yeah, you can study again also, but something which you have written with your own hands. Psychology also says 80% of that will seep into your intellect. You will absorb immediately. I have my personal experience also. Now I'm reading, right? But when we are listening to our seniors, we go to Madhuban, we listen. We never be without a notebook. At least me, myself. So what I'm saying is with my own experience and what I write, even if I don't open that notebook again, I will remember that whole day. So Baba says, "O Supreme Father, Supreme Soul, since there is Father, there must also surely be the Mother, because when we call out to him, we call like that. He wouldn't be able to read it just like that. How would children write a letter to Shiv Baba? He wouldn't be able to read it just like that. Shiv Baba is sitting here. This is why you write Shiv Baba through Brahma. So when we send a letter to Baba in Madhuban, what we say? Shiv Baba, care of Brahma Baba. Then we write the address of Madhuban Sweet Home. So Shiv Baba definitely adopts somebody's body. So that is why now Baba is telling, you see what Baba is telling us. It is like when you go to meet some VIP and you make an appointment with him, right? An appointment says the time and the place, right? The place where I will meet. This is my office. This is my office address. And from this time to this time is the visiting hours. You can come and meet me at this time, right? This is the way. Now Baba is telling his time and place. Baba says this Brahma Baba's body is my office and my time of coming is confluence age. Only at this time I am available for you. So if you want to talk to me through Brahma Baba, I am available in this office. So that is the office through which we can meet Shiv Baba. We can talk to him. That's why Baba says, why you write Shiv Baba? You write Shiv Baba through Brahma because he's here. He's here right now. So he is called the Satguru. He is the bestower of salvation for all. He comes and enters this body and then tells him the secret of 84 births. The night of Brahma and the day of Brahma have been remembered. First of all, there is the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, the Creator. He creates Brahma, Vishnu, and Shankar. Truly, the Supreme Father comes to make the night of Brahma into the day of Brahma. The day of Prajapita Brahma is also the day of Prajapita Brahma Kumars and Kumaris. Right? When the day begins, it's not only for Brahma, because we are also created. As soon as Brahma is created, when are you created? In which year, which date you were created? You remember which year, which date you are created as Brahmins? Or can say you are adopted by Baba. Maybe everybody remembers their spiritual date of birth. Yes, remember your spiritual date of birth. So it's now there comes the subtle point. Actually, Baba says Brahmas are created as soon as Brahma is created. And in Shivratri also Baba says, when it is Shivratri, it is birthday of Shiv Baba, means Baba comes. And as soon as he comes, we all are also born in Baba's thoughts, no matter physically when we come. But in Baba's thought, Baba knows in future also who are the ones who are going to come and belong to Baba. He knows already. So he emerges all of us the moment he comes on this planet through Brahma. He emerges all of us. So all of us are born at that time. So Baba says, when there is day of Prajapita Brahma, is also the day of Prajapita Brahma Kumars and Kumaris. The golden and silver ages are called the day, and the copper and iron ages are called the night. Because when we forget the truth, we are away from our own identity. We are in darkness, the darkness of ignorance. So that begins with copper age, because we come into body consciousness, we forget ourselves. That's why you children have now come to claim your inheritance of heaven from the Father. It is for him that you sing, you are the mother and father. Tumhi ho mata, pita tumhi ho. We sing the songs like that. As a friend, he comes and entertains you in a light-hearted way. So he's also a friend. Tumhi ho bandhu, sakha tumhi ho. So he's the brother and a friend as well. The three main relationships, everybody knows what are the three main relationships with Baba? Father, teacher, and Sadguru. I remember something with this point. Amir Chand Bhai Sahab, he left body 3 years ago. So he was a very senior brother. Manohar Dadi was his teacher. So he was only 19 years old when he came into Gyan, and later on many responsibilities of the yajna also he has taken. Very, very special soul and yogi soul. So he said, when I came in the beginning, few days, like just few days, started listening to Murli, course is finished. One day, I was just going to leave after the morning class, because Murli is always in the morning and every day everybody comes to the center. In Bharat, is not like that online. Online is only in certain situations when we are not able to come. But otherwise, so that time there is no online as well. So after the class, he was leaving. So Dadi stopped him and asked him, what are the three relations? How many relations you have with Shiv Baba? And you know, when you read Murli, you know the answer, right? He says, I immediately answered, Baap, teacher, Sadguru. I immediately answered, Father, teacher, and Sadguru. Dadi said, I can see only one relation. You don't experience three relations. He was surprised. Why? She says, you see, I think you have only teacher and student relation with Baba. You only come to the class in the morning. After that whole day, we don't see you. So it's like only father, teacher and student relationship. You don't have the relation of father and Sadguru. This is what I have to do. He says, if you feel he's your Sadguru, then you come for evening meditation. Numasham Yog. Sit in yoga, because that Sadguru is going to give you liberation, and liberation in life through yoga. Sit in yoga. And if you feel he's your father, then a child, this is the duty of the child to ask the father, Baba, you need something. Come and ask the sisters, anything is required at the center. Did you ever ask? It was only a few days, 1 week or 2 weeks, he's listening to Murli, very new. And Dadi explained to him that is the meaning of this is a university, it's an organization, it's a family. So when we are listening to Murli, we are sitting in the class, that is the university. So otherwise, it's a family. And in the family, Baba is my Baba. This is Baba's home. Baba's home is our home. Sisters are my sisters. So this running this home and taking care of this home is every child's responsibility. So this was the way of Dadi's teaching. I always remember whenever this comes, 3 relationships, I always remember this point, this story. So the 3 main relationships are father, teacher, and Satguru. Only through these is there benefit. However, there is no question of relationships of paternal or maternal uncles, etc. Chacha, mama. How do you say? Chuchu. Huh? Similar, right? So the perfect father comes and makes you children perfect. You are now becoming 16 celestial degrees full. You are experienced. Without experiencing all these, no, you can't become 16 celestial degrees full. That's why I always feel and believe, according to my experience, only those Baba's children who will involve in seva, they get to understand the knowledge better, the practical aspects of knowledge. Otherwise, it's just theory. When we come, we get involved in the family, we see, then, there are ups and downs also. Then we slowly get to understand, and then we reach that stage that we are able to accept and understand everything nicely. So, Baba says, you are now experienced. How could anyone else know this? Baba comes and Baba makes us into 16 celestial degrees. Only you know how he makes. He has his own ways. Only by reading murli, you cannot. I tell you honestly. Sitting at home, or even if coming at the center, only listening to the murli, you cannot. To imbibe, you have to go through the process. You have to face all those things. Otherwise, how will you experience all the 8 powers and all the 7 virtues? So when you come in contact with each other, like even in seva also, when we say, okay, some people are very good in doing, but when they do alone, they are very good. But when they have to do something with the group, then they come and say, I can do it alone, I can manage myself. But with them, it's so difficult. But it's not about, and then bringing harmony. That is the main thing. That is the thing that we learn only when we come into contact with each other. That's why Baba created this whole yagya, the whole system. It's nothing about, how well the work was done, because everything is going to finish here only. Whose planning was good, whose was not. It was like how easily, comfortably, and with flexibility I match my sanskars with others. It's about that. And it's about my own mirror. I see when I come in contact with others, I see my mirror. Okay, I still have a little bit irritation. I still have a little bit anger inside, because when you are alone, you can't see that. Somebody comes, pricks you a little bit, then you know, okay, I need to work on this, right? So Baba says, how could anyone else know this? So this is a process of becoming 16 celestial degrees full. So Baba says, how could they understand any of this unless they come into the company of you children? These are very deep things told by Baba. You now know that there is bondage on the path of devotion too. Because no matter how good things, charity, everything they are doing, but in body consciousness. So bondage is related to, it comes from body consciousness. You now know that there is bondage on the path of devotion too. You remember him when you are in bondage to Ravan, the 5 vices. That is why Sita is in the bondage of Ravan, then she remembers Ram. And then when she remembers, Ram has to come. The father's name is the liberator. The English word is very good. Human beings become liberated. Liberator. Baba is using this word in the Hindi murli also. Baba says, this word is very good, liberator. He comes to liberate you from sorrow and bondages of Maya. Then he is also the guide. It is also mentioned in the Gita that he takes everyone back like a swarm of mosquitoes. With this, I remember Dadi Janki. Dadi Janki, when reading the Murli, and Baba said, I will take you back like swarm of mosquitoes. She says, Baba, I will not go like mosquitoes. We will go like fireflies. Shining. Firefly is always shining. So I will go like firefly, not like mosquito. So it's like, they have that kind of right over Baba, talking to Baba, and having that heart-to-heart conversations. So Baba says, therefore, destruction will definitely take place. Baba is mentioning about Gita that there is reference that in Gita also, because it is direct God's versions, that in first person God is talking. Although some mixtures are there, but still there are some things which Baba gives reference of. So definitely destruction will take place. It is also remembered. So what is destroyed? Baba says destruction, then what is destroyed? The whole world is destroyed? Baba never said world is destroyed. Baba always says old world is destroyed. But before the destruction of the old world, new is already created. So it is actually transformation. Kali Yuga is destroyed. Iron Age is destroyed. Old sanskars are destroyed. So when Baba says that. And then only few who have made effort of coming into the golden age, only they will come. Others will remain there. So first, everyone goes back. Cleansing is done. Here everything is clean. Setup is done. New stage is created. And then the opening actors, they come once again on this planet. So therefore, Baba says, it is also remembered that he inspires establishment through Brahma and destruction through Shankar. Then sustenance also takes place through the one who carried out the establishment. You are now becoming ready number-wise, according to the effort you make. The bondages of your bodies have to be broken away from your intellects. Sannyasis leave their homes and families and run away. Can we also do that? It happens sometimes, There are some mothers, they come. I remember I was in India in one of the centers at night, 10 o'clock. One mother, center is already closed and lights are off. We are just ready to go to bed. Everyone just sitting in good night meditation with Baba. And there were stairs of the center. So like center is upstairs, there is a gate upstairs, stairs down, there is another gate. So she was standing outside that gate downstairs and knocking and shouting, please let me come in, please let me come in. I don't want to go back home. I want to live here. I want to surrender myself. We opened the door once. We make her sit and told her, surrender is not like that. And for this reason you surrender, because you are unhappy at home and you feel like you will bring those negative energies here. Here we surrender not for taking that comfort from Baba's home. Here we surrender to serve the world. And who can serve? Who is happy, peaceful inside, understanding Baba's knowledge? This is not like an ashram, like normal ashrams that anybody can come and just live here because they are not happy in their life. This is not that kind of place. But sometimes they don't understand. So Baba tells, often Baba says, this is a family path. It's not a sannyas path. It is not a path of renunciation. Then we make her understand, and we told her that, okay, now you go back. We called her family members, took the phone number from her. Otherwise, it is sometimes defaming Baba's home. They might feel that Brahma Kumaris are breaking their houses, their families. It is their own fault. They can't adjust in their families, and the families will feel that is, what kind of study is this? They're breaking the families. So, so Baba says the bondages of your bodies have to be broken away from your intellect. Sannyasis leave their homes and families and run away. You study Raj Yoga while living at home. And Raja has to have face and many challenges. There is example of Janak. That's why I give that day also I explained the example of Raja Janak, that while living at home, even sannyasis would come to see him, that how he is living a completely bodiless, soul conscious, how he is able to do that. He was called Videhi Raja Janak. Videhi means bodiless. He's still famous with that name, Videhi Raja Janak. And Dadi Janki, Baba used to call her Janak. Baba never called her Janki, always Janak. So actually, everybody can feel also this is the memorial of Dadi Janki. She has traveled across the world, serving the whole world. What do you think? She didn't face any challenge? Many. But living like Janak. So Baba says there is example of Janak. He then became Anujanak. Many children say that they want to live in their kingdom, their home, like Janak. King Janak. And take knowledge. Each one is a king of its own home, isn't it? The owner is called the king. There is the father, his wife, and the children. And so that it is a limited creation. That is also a limited creation. It's like a small kingdom of their own. He creates it and also sustains it. The father in the family, Baba says, is like the king. Sometimes the mothers are like the king also in some families. Baba says he creates it and also sustains it, but he cannot destroy it. Right? Anybody else can't, because the world has to grow. Everyone continues to create. So see, the population is increasing only. It is only the unlimited Father who comes to create a new creation and have the old one destroyed. Only the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, the creator of Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar would carry out the establishment of the new world and destruction of the old world. You children can understand these things very well. These things are very easy. The very name is easy yoga or remembrance. The knowledge and yoga of Bharat are very well known. Whole world goes to Bharat to learn yoga, but they don't know what is that yoga which was actually taught by God himself. The Father is now giving you children divine directions through which you will remain constantly cheerful. The new world is created by the mother and the father. Everyone knows that God created them. You now understand how God comes and creates the new world. He creates the new world. He first adopts us as we are, and then create a new one. There are definitely the mother and father. For creation, it's a common sense that for creation, mother and father both are required. So Baba says, the first adopted one is Saraswati. There is father. First is father. And father is Shiv Baba. But through Brahma. Right? And then he adopts you through this one. Through Brahma Baba, he adopts you. And so this one is the senior mother. So Brahma becomes the Badi Ma, the senior mother. The name also sounds Brahma, Badi Ma. It sounds similar. Badi Ma means big mother, the senior mother. So actually Brahma Baba is the mother because father is only Shiv Baba. But because in physical body, when you see, it's a male. So Baba says, so the first adopted one is Saraswati. Then through Brahma, he adopts first one, Saraswati, Mama. So then in female form, mother is created. Actually, she is also daughter of Brahma. Already we understood yesterday also Baba explained in the Murli. So the father entered this one, Brahma Baba. This Mama is adopted. For you, he is the mother and father. For me, Brahma Baba is saying, for you, he is the mother and father. And for me, for Brahma Baba, he is not mother. Brahma Baba cannot say mother. He says he is my father and husband. Father and husband, because through Brahma, he creates the children. So Brahma is the mother. So Shiv Baba says, is my husband and also my father. So for you, he is the mother and father. For me, he is my husband and also my father. He entered me and made me his wife and also his child. Both relations. Nobody else can understand. Only Baba's children can understand this. These are very entertaining things which you should listen to personally. You too understand these things number-wise. Right? If you have understood everything, then you should explain them to others. And if you are not able to explain to others, that means, Ivy, that means you have not understood it completely. So you should be able to explain. If you have understood everything, then you should be able to explain to others. If you are unable to explain them, it means you yourself haven't understood anything. Baba says, haven't understood anything. Don't say, Baba, I know, but I can't explain. If you say that, that means Baba will not say that you have understood. Baba will say you haven't understood anything. Anyone can tell you straight away how a tree grows from a non-living seed. Until the Father comes and explains the knowledge of this unlimited tree, no one can understand it. You know that you are studying Raj Yoga. Anyone is studying Praja Yoga, Subjects Yoga, or King Yoga? What are you studying? What are you studying? Raja Yoga? Raja Yoga means what are you going to become with this? Should be. Because Baba says, I only teach the knowledge of becoming Raja and Rani, king and queen. I don't teach the knowledge of becoming subjects. It's only when you don't get good marks, then it's like that, no? It's like entrance exam. When you get good marks, then you get that desired seat. If you don't get that much, then anywhere you are just sent to any vocational training. It's like that in the entrance examinations also. So Baba says, this should be in your intellect. You are studying Raj Yoga with the Father and claiming your inheritance. And I have to claim the full inheritance. Not 90, 80, 50, 60, no, 100%. This should be in your intellect. This is a double relationship. There you have a single relationship. You don't remember the Paralokik Father. Here, all of these are bondages. You know that at this time, you are also in bondage. Everybody. Because this is a time of bondages. You have now entered a relationship with the Father to become free from that bondage. So to become free from there, I have to connect with Baba. I have to create a pure relationship with Baba that will help me to release my bondages. Is that clear? Sometimes we are asking that, how do I, my mother is like that, my father is like that, they bind me, they try to control me. The answer is in today's murli. You have to create a relationship with Baba. Then Baba says, nowadays there are so many different directions. They continue to fight and quarrel with each other. They even fight over water and land. This is inside our boundary. This was created by nature, available for everyone. Even ocean, even the rivers, everything now is divided. That this is my area, you cannot take water from here. Land is also divided, even sky is divided. You cannot enter. If a plane, by mistake also, suppose the signal didn't work properly and it entered into another one's territory, they will shoot or they will give a warning. How come you can come this side? It's our area. Yeah, there are big fights over this. So Baba says, you see all over the world what is happening now. So many wars going on. So Baba is giving us this understanding. They even fight over water and land. This is inside our boundary. This is not inside your boundary. They have become totally limited. They have forgotten that the people of Bharat and explain to you. You know these things at this time. There is bondage. Here you have a relationship with the mother and father. You know that you follow Srimad and receive the inheritance of limitless happiness. The father says, I give you the inheritance of happiness. Who then curses you? Maya, Ravan. There is sorrow in a curse and happiness in an inheritance. People don't know who gives them the inheritance of sorrow. The father establishes the golden age, and so he would definitely give you the inheritance of happiness. The father would not be called one who gives you the inheritance of sorrow. It is an enemy who causes you sorrow. However, no one understands these things. They have put the things of one time period into another time period. They say that Lanka was looted and that gold was brought over. So what is Lanka? They feel that Sri Lanka is Lanka, Ravan's Lanka. But Baba says this time the whole world is Ravan's Lanka. If you see overview from aerial view, you see this whole world surrounded by water, and one part of the land is the land. Rest all is water, 70% is water. So it is, the whole world is like an island actually. So Baba says there isn't any gold in Ceylon, which is Sri Lanka. There is no gold. Gold is found in mines and in rivers at some places. You children now know that this is an eternal world drama. This knowledge is in the intellects of you children, number-wise, according to the efforts you make. What status will those who don't understand anything and are unable to explain anything will receive? What will they receive? They will have to bow down in front of those who are educated. Baba always says, uneducated ones will bow down in front of the educated ones. There is a difference between the kings and queens and the subjects. Just as Mama and Baba go and claim a high status, so you too should make effort and study so much that you sit on the throne of Mama and Baba. Means we get the inheritance. Next. First throne is Lakshmi and Narayan, already fixed. Brahma, Baba and Mama, they are going to become first Lakshmi and Narayan. But Baba says, you can get the, become the successors, get the inheritance. So Baba says, you should be able to sit on the throne of Mama and Baba and become a bead of the rosary of victory. A lot of temptation is given to you. Baba uses all the different ways so that at least we are motivated to make that effort. So Baba says, come into that rosary, One is 108, then also 16,108. All the royal family members at least come in that one. This is Raja Yoga. Claim the kingdom by studying Raja Yoga. At least make effort through which you will become a subject. At least this much. Otherwise, maybe somewhere in the end of Silver Age coming, and then immediately it's time to go into a Copper Age. What's the fun of coming there? It is always said, follow the Father. You are his children. There is that Father, then this Father. That Father, Shiv Baba, this Father, Brahma Baba. And then there is also the Mother. She is the number one in following him. You see, Mama's following Hanji Baba. Hanji Baba. Once, means many incidents like that actually. Baba would ask to do something. Mama would be the first one to say, Hanji Baba. She would never say that in this short time, how is it possible? Baba gave the task that you have to make like a tapestry of like embroidery. With hand threads, you make the embroidery on the cloth, make a world drama wheel. Baba wants to gift to some VIPs. And Baba needs it tomorrow. Mama is the first one to say yes. Others will, of course, help her. And others are asking, one sister asking, Mama, you said Hanji, how is it possible in just few hours to finish this one? Mama says, Baba is giving a task. Baba is the God. Is a God. Through Brahma, Baba is also Shiv Baba speaking. Na? He knows what is possible not. He will never give such tasks to his children which is impossible. He will give only when it is possible. Once Baba and Mama were just taking a round of all the rooms. Sometimes Baba used to visit and see how they keep their rooms, how clean, organized, and everything. There was a table in one room. There was few sisters living together. There was a table, big table, and there is a small table. Simple table with 4 legs. Baba said, put this small one under this big one. And the sister says, Baba, this length is a little big. It cannot go inside. Baba walked away. Baba will not say again. And Mama, what she did, she just moved it and put it inside. And then looked at that sister and said, who is the one who is saying? You know better than him, it will come inside or not. Baba will not speak again these things. Sometimes when directions are given to us, it's not about that direction. It's not about that task. It's about your faith. It's about your understanding whose task is going on. And I am taking directions from Baba. Baba knows better or I know better. It's a matter of faith. So Baba says, Mama becomes number one in following him. You are brothers and sisters. There has to be one Father. Everyone says, oh God, the Father. And so all the brothers and sisters, there aren't many other relationships, brothers and sisters, and that's all. They have fathers, grandfathers, brothers, sisters, many relationships. Here there is one Father, one Dada, Bap or Dada. There is the one Prajapita Brahma and creation is created through him. You brothers and sisters claim a status number-wise. All of us number-wise according to the efforts you make. All the rest will go and hang in their own section on the tree. They will hang up there. There is a tree up there also in their own section according to their efforts, and then according to that they will come down at different time period. They have their destination. They come down from there number-wise. Here there is bondage in life. When souls first come, they come into happiness. Whenever. In the first life, when the soul will come, in the beginning, there is always happiness because there is no karma yet. Therefore, there is first liberation in life. So Baba says every soul experiences liberation in life, Jivan Mukti, whenever, no matter when they come. Even if they come in Iron Age, so therefore Baba says there is first liberation in life. First of all, there is liberation in life of the people of Bharat in heaven. The Father tells you such nice things. Mine is the one most elevated teacher and none other. Sometimes Baba reminds us of the nuns. Baba says, like they also say, none but one. So for us also, there is only one elevated teacher, none other. Kumaris say, mine is one Shiv Baba. Kumaris can easily say that. Yes, only Shiv Baba. Kumaris have to pay full attention to this. Only you belong to this government. You have to engage yourself in doing God's service. Very important for Kumars and Kumaris all to be involved in godly service, because that gives you strength. Otherwise, you can't get power. Because especially the youth have lot of energy. If you don't do service, if you don't involve in seva, then your mind will go somewhere else. So this is also Baba has specially told. That's why Baba creates seva, now do this. One program is finished, then another is starting. Why? To engage our intellect, we remember, while doing seva, we remember this is Baba's task. This is Baba's work. This is Baba's kitchen. This is Baba's table. Everything is Baba's. So why associated everything like that? Baba's bhog. Why? Just to help us to remember Baba, to stay in that remembrance constantly. How do devils, especially Baba says, you cannot do that job. Can? Baba says, Kumaris should only surrender and do this seva. They should not do another job. What to say? But according to each one's situation, directions are given if they take directions. And also according to ability to do seva. Everything is seen and their family situation is also seen. Sometimes there is only one daughter who is earning for the whole family. Then Baba and Dadis would never say that you quit the job, you should continue the job. So Baba says each of you is given advice according to your own karmic bondages, right? But someone who can, and also they are able to do that much service, like Asha Didi always says, that when she was, she quit her job and surrendered. She said to Dadi that you have to keep me busy. You have to keep me busy. And Dadis and Didis will also see that if you are able to do that much seva, 24 hours on service, even if there is no time to rest, then you are worthy of surrendering to the center in surrender life. Otherwise, if you feel like I will just sit in 4 hours meditation and sit in yoga and that's why I'm coming, that's not the only thing. You will have that automatic connection with Baba because you are doing everything for Baba. So not only that, because this life is easy, okay, you get everything here. This is easy, not for that purpose. So Baba says, each of you is given advice according to your own karmic bondages. For brothers, it's not that easy to surrender. That's why usually they have the responsibility for their parents. So if there is only one son, Dadi will never allow that one to surrender. Unless until there is someone to take care of their parents. If there are 2 brothers, then Dadi will allow one to surrender. Dadi Prakashmani was always seeing the family situation and she would guide like that Okay, one of you can surrender, one should be in job living with the parents. If they all are in Gyan, they're taking advice from Dadi, and Dadi would say like this. So Baba says it is seen whether you are able to become free or not. You are able to free yourself. Because that is your karma. You have to free yourself from your families. If you are able to do that, you have to convince them, you have to tell them that I want to do this for my life, this is my decision. So when someone has a good, shrewd intellect, she can remain on godly service only. Then you don't need anything else. You children are doing godly service, the service of making others viceless. We are an army. You are an army. You remember that? God is teaching us how to battle with Maya. Ravan is our oldest enemy, only you know this. You will conquer Ravan and then become like a diamond. You children should have that courage and intoxication. People continue to fight. Everywhere you look, there is nothing but fighting. We don't fight with anyone. The Father says, remember me and your sins will be absolved. Maya won't attack you then. Then also remember your inheritance. You also have to relate this to someone. Give the Father's introduction and connect their intellects in yoga to him. He is our mother and father. Since Shiv Baba is the father, tell us who your mother is. These two are such deep matters. You ask them who the father of souls is. Usually the form we used to fill, and there was a question, who is the father of your body, then who is the father of your soul. And new people, new ones, they are confused. They don't know yet. They have not yet started the course. So they would write the Supreme Soul God. Okay, so where is the mother? If they say God Father, then you should ask if he's the father and where is the mother? How can he create children without the mother? So, because usually in Christianity they say God Father. So they would then go towards the world mother. It's only in Bharat they will call mother and father, Mat Pita. Mostly in any other religion, they don't call mother and father together. So Baba says they would then go towards the world mother Jagadamba. Acha, then you ask, in that case, how was Jagdamba created? No one knows this either. Because we want to give them this knowledge, so first ask them what is their understanding. According to that, then we give them. You know that Saraswati is the daughter of Brahma. She too is mouth born. Only the father is the creator. Acha. To the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says namaste to the spiritual children. रूहानी बच्चों की रूहानी बाप दादा
Dadaku,
प्यार
Good morning.
Namaste.
Namaste. Shukriya Baba. Shukriya. 谢谢爸爸，谢谢。
就讲这课的这老师都修40-50年了，都是没结婚的。
Essence for Dharma. First, mine is the one most elevated teacher and none other. Have this faith and study like the mother and father do. Follow them fully in your efforts. Mine is the only one most elevated teacher and none other. एक शिव बाबा, दूसरा ना कोई. Sure. मेरा तो एक शिव बाबा, दूसरा ना कोई. मेरा तो एक शिव बाबा, दूसरा ना कोई. None other. Have this faith and study like the mother and father do. Follow them fully in your efforts. Second, break the bondages of bodies away from your intellect. Follow divine directions and remain constantly cheerful. Do God's service. Now, raise your hands, those who say that I am available on godly service. Yes. Raise, you can virtual hand also, you can raise your virtual hand. I am there on godly service. Who are the ones? How do I give the result of study? Yes, thank you. Yes. How to raise your hand, you know, in virtual here. In the reactions, you can raise your hand. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Yes, Papa, I am here. Or you can open your video and show me your hand like this. Yes, Papa, I am on Seva. I am available. Give me Seva, whatever you want to give me. Yes, very good, very nice. Very nice. Very happy to see all of you. So, Baba says, do God's service. Blessing. May you be an incarnation of tolerance. Sahanshilta ki murti. May you be an incarnation of tolerance, and instead of stepping away, adjust yourself. Sahanshilta ke avatar. May you be incarnation of tolerance, and instead of stepping away, adjust yourself. That's very easy. Nowadays, now people even in relationships also, very easy. I can't adjust, I divorce. Very easy. Then go to a new relationship, then break up. Then break up. Don't know how many times they break up. Nowadays, it has become like this. In the old culture, it was not like that, traditional culture. You have to adjust. You were told that you have to adjust. And you see, no one is perfect, right? So, even in the spiritual family also, and some people will say that, oh, this center, no, I don't like, because of this sister, I will not go to this center. Now I will go to another one. They forget that every center is Baba's center. And this is the test I have to pass. And why this paper come from each other also? Suppose you come in contact with each other, there will be one or two people very difficult to deal with. Always, everywhere, wherever you go. And if you don't pass the test, no matter where you go, that test will come to you from some other person, same test, because you have not passed the test. So don't run away. Baba is saying, don't step away, adjust yourself. Otherwise, you keep wandering from one place to another place, I tell you. And then you will be very tired. So Baba says, some of and think of changing your place or transforming the person you are disturbed by. Either you think that this person should change, this person should understand, or this person should go away to some other place, should be transferred to some other place. Or you will think that I should change the place. I go from here. I don't come here. Is that the solution? Baba is very clearly saying, you would not change yourselves, but would move away from others. And this is what most of the people do nowadays in Kali Yuga. This is Iron Age Sanskar. This is not the Golden Age Sanskar. So therefore, now Baba says, therefore, instead of changing your place or changing others, change yourself. Don't blame them because of this one, I changed the place. That's your weakness that you are not able to adjust. Therefore, instead of changing your place or changing others, change yourself and become an incarnation of tolerance. सहनशीलता का अवतार. Learn to adjust yourself to everyone else. Don't run away. Otherwise, karma is not settled. This situation has come to you because of karma. If you run away, how will you settle? Then it will take longer time to settle. Slogan: justifying your behavior on the basis of altruism is the quality of a yogi. Justifying your behavior on the basis of altruism. Altruism is like without any selfish motive. When I don't need anything. Altruistic service is like only Baba can do altruistic service. Actually, no one else can do. Niswarth. So justify your behavior according to that. It's a very deep thing. It's the quality of a yogi. That whatever behavior I made, it's not because of, it's like if I say that because they were like this, so I reacted like this, then this is not, foundation is not altruism. Because then you are having some kind of expectations that if they behave nicely, then only I will be nice to them, I will be kind to them. No, I will be kind anyway. No matter what they do, I will be nice anyway. Like Mother Teresa also said, finally, it's between me and him, not between me and them. So finally, ultimately, it's between me and Baba. I do what Baba wants me to do, no matter others, what they feel, how they take it, they give me the return or not. It doesn't matter. Because it's not about them, it's about him and me. Okay? Om Shanti. So this was Baba's today's versions. Let us now sit in Baba's remembrance. And also we send Sakash to our Didi. Didi is still in ICU. So although yesterday I spoke to the doctor, Dr. Pratap Bhai in Global Hospital, I spoke to him about Didi's health condition. And he says that although she didn't open eyes, but otherwise all the parameters they are monitoring, and last 2 days doctor says it is better than before, more stable, but still in ICU, of course, need some time. So everyone's Sakash is very important for our loving Didi. Om Shanti.